Okay, so this is April the 2nd, 2026. It's Thursday, and um, yeah, I listened to the recording, the video one of three yesterday, and yeah, I was quite pleased with it, and I really found that it really served as an exploration, I suppose, of like the way I'm thinking and feeling in this moment, um, and I was just thinking about how 7 or 8 months ago I was in that crises situation, and although like not much has changed in the sense of sorry, like things have changed. Like I'm now no longer facing being unhoused or sleeping outdoors and not having a place to go to. And I do have a part-time job, so I have like it's like a stepping stone. Um, but there's also many things that haven't changed, and that's what I want to talk about. But I want to maybe preface it with just this, like what I'm experiencing now is opposite of what I would have experienced in the past, where there would have been panic, there would have been fear, um, there would have been like a state of um, desperation that would really influence me to try to escape um, what I'm currently going through. Um, and to clarify that, like the escape could look like and be a mixture of many things, such as like trying to just find, you know, jump towards the whatever job that pays the most amount of money, just to start, you know, um, like just to try to get my way out of impoverishment, or to find a job that's got like a title that is maybe polished in our society, um, to escape any feelings of or sorry what's the word for it? I want to say residual. It could be residual, but it means like it's the after effect. Anyways, feelings that occur when, unfortunately, select people in our society kind of look down their nose at you because of what you're doing, or because of the lack that you have in comparison to like a standard that they've come into agreement with. Um, Goodness, I could try to fit in with different groups of folks, different groups of people, uh, in order to network, you know, in order to um, also in order to feed off of like maybe their societal appraisals, and also to network to try and find avenues for me to, you know, quickly get out of where I'm currently in. So there, like all those things are like the selfishness is justified by the focus on um and focus on like a state of desperation, or it would be. But now I find everything's just the same as it was before. um there's a lot of big feelings that come with really hurtful situations, a lot of big feelings that come with rejection, um a lot of big feelings that come with judgment, or that proceed judgment. um there's just a lot of big feelings that come with going through a period of time when things aren't really adding up and they're not really clicking together, or they don't seem to be. And this is what I want to share. So I was just sitting here and I was listening to the recording from yesterday, and I was thinking about there's a young woman. There's a few people that have really. There's some people really impact me, and they don't even they would never know that they do. Just their presence and their existence and the little glimpse into their lives that I receive, it deeply impacts me. And this young woman, I would say she seems to be like between like maybe mid 20s to early 30s would be my guess. Um, she's got like big glasses. She kind of moves around. She's very stealthy the way she moves around, but um, she just seems like desperately lonely and and very like she seems like she's been overlooked a lot in her life, and um, it means everything. Like when I serve people, I just want to show them God's love. I just want to treat them the way I would treat everybody else, and to let them know that they're loved. And but I find like with her, there's select other few where it's like you. I get the impression that she might not have the support systems that others have, and um, it really evokes like a deeper, like a shade deeper in like the levels of compassion. And I was thinking about her, and I was thinking like how I would love to speak life into that, like to her heart, into anybody's heart who's going through whatever they're going through, to know that um, like be patient, like don't allow um, the external perceptions of you to uh, influence you to make choices that you otherwise wouldn't make, because with those choices made comes consequences that we're always going to be accountable for. And so I was just thinking about how um, to this world and to the society around me, and to various opinions, it might seem like I'm in a very um, bad position, a position to be escaped. But why would I ever want to escape the life that I'm in and the environment that I'm in, and and potentially miss all the opportunities that are presented before me? Um, I the vision is always contentment, um, godliness, doing what is right in the sight of God, continually pursuing His holiness, and then um, but being content. Like this is where I'm at, and there's, if I'm content and I'm settled and I'm not trying to escape, then I'll be more alert to the things that I can do to help others in this moment. And I was just thinking about, like, I was getting very teary eyed, and I was thinking about how I've always wanted to sit with the poor, with those that are marginalized, those that are outcasted from our society, those that have been hurt and wounded, and you know, in that period or in that time where they're hurt and wounded and they need to be bandaged up, many people will just walk by them because they could be a hindrance to, the destination those people desire to get to. And now I'm starting to see it as, before I used to get angry about that, and now I'm starting to see it as maybe those people, the reason why they're in such a rush to get to the destination that they're headed to is because they're they're fleeing um, the reality that was highly uncomfortable for them. They're fleeing the things um, that are behind them, as opposed to facing those things and the feelings, the enormity of the feelings that come with them, and allowing yourself to be healed and patched up. And and so I was just thinking about like um, there's a few things that I'm noticing, like just in that thought about where I'm at, and I realized, oh my goodness, it's almost like I'm coming into reach, or into to like literally into within reach of. There's a few ideas that I used to talk about all the time, and I said, oh goodness, like although I enjoy like what I'm doing, I feel purpose to do more. And I feel being that I can see this, it's just a matter of setting aside the time and devoting my time and disciplining myself to execute this. And but it's going to be difficult because you have to virtually become it to be able to execute it. And I just realized, oh my goodness, I think I'm actually within reach of it. And it's interesting because if I was preoccupied by trying to escape or by trying to understand or rationalize um, and make sense of the different judgments that are coming my way, it's kind of like having like a key to a door, and instead of like and watching other people grapple with the door and try and they scream and they get so angry and they pull on the door and it won't unlock for them, and then they kneel before it, they cry and they say why me, and all these different things, and they're in this like their emotions flush through them, and they're constantly telling the same stories, talking about the same things, focusing on the same difficulties. Whereas the other person is just sitting there quietly and they look and they realize that key is actually right beside them. And then they look down and they're like, oh, my key is right beside me. But you have to be at peace in order to have the clarity of thoughts and the clarity of vision and the stillness of heart to see it. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, I wow. And I just I'm quite delighted to share this with you.